colder than usual here in my Modesto, California Zone 9B garden. Our lowest temperature so far this year, and I think we won't have any more serious freezes, was 28 degrees back in January. We haven't had any freezes here in February, but we've gotten very close. I think our lowest this morning was 34 degrees. But what we're here to talk about is the effects of the frost on my lychee trees, Mauritius lychee trees. But first, if you like this channel, if you like growing exotic fruit trees in marginal climates, click the like and subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Comments and questions, leave them in the comment section below. I do my best to get back to everybody's comments and their questions. So let's take a look at these two lychee trees that I have in the ground, and we'll take a look and see how they dealt with the cold unprotected. First things first, this is how we get started with lychees. We air layer branches on a known variety that is known to produce edible fruit, and we put some moss on the branch and we let roots grow in there, and we cut the branch off once it's rooted well, and then we put it into a pot and let it take off. This guy is about 6 months away from when I removed it from the parent Mauritius lychee tree, and it's doing just fine. Now this one I did kind of protect because it's so young and doesn't have a really good root system. I kept it underneath my patio. But my other lychee trees, its parent plant is right here. And as I mentioned, this is a Mauritius lychee tree, and it is doing just fine. You guys can see it's, I'm gonna say 15 feet tall, and it has received zero damage from the cold this winter time. Zero. And somebody may say, well, you know, you got it planted close to the house. Well, everybody has a house that they can plant. Most can plant a tree up against it. It doesn't cause any damage to the foundation, and they do get a little bit of protection. As you can see here, here's one of my walls. But yeah, that's ideal when it comes to growing tropical fruit. Find it a spot on the south side of the house. But let's take a look at, so this guy's in the ground, and I didn't cover it. I couldn't cover it. It's too big. But let's take a look at my young one that I planted a year ago. Now this guy also was not protected, and we had 28 degrees, and it's out in the open, and it's doing just fine. It's a little sultry. It's its first year, but you can see there's no frost damage from the cold. One of the keys that I found is, besides planting it up against the house or the side of a wall, is to make sure you have really rich draining soil, well-drained soil. And this guy is planted onto a raised bed, so I can control the initial soil. I put a lot of peat moss on top because lychees like acid soil. And then when I pruned my main lychee, I took all the cuttings and threw as a mulch. And as I mentioned, it's doing really good. It's not quite as dark green as that young air layer that I did, but it's pretty good shape. So there we go. There's my main lychee tree, and it produced fruit this year, probably a couple pounds, but not a lot. And those are some of the secrets to my success, is make sure that you, ideally, well-draining soil. If you can, put it on a raised bed. Well-drained soil. Do not put anything into your, when you backfill the raised bed, you don't want it, or your planting hole. You just want to put some good natural soil from your garden. And then everything else you put on the top. Peat moss, I put it on the top, a layer of peat moss, probably about 2 or 3 inches. And then I used the leaves from the cuttings from the prunings from my main Mauritius lychee tree. So there you have it. My name is Jeff. If you like this channel, hit the like and subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. I'll be doing updates on this tree and my banana trees, my avocados, macadamias, my long-on trees, my achacha tree, all those trees that I have growing here in Modesto, California, Zone 9B. You have a wonderful day.